Hello ladies and gentlemen, Steven here from the channel Redolessence. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to tune into my channel and watch my videos. It really means the world to me. I really want to thank you for that. And in this video, it brings me so much excitement to have the opportunity to talk to you about two brands, both by the same individual, same distiller, same perfumer, goes by the name Russian Atom. The brands are Areej Le Dore and Feel Oud, so definitely make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I start, I just want to mention that there is a fantastic article over at Fragrantica.com on this company, on the perfumer, on the mastermind, the individual behind these two brands. I am going to leave that information down below. Definitely make sure to go check out that article. It goes in so much detail. There's also an attached video that you can watch. I mean, just a plethora of great information. Also, if you just wanted to educate yourself on the ingredient oud wood, agarwood, Acalaria. If you wanted to learn more about the process of distillation, how it's distilled, how the essence is captured into an oil, and then subsequently introduced into a fragrance, an oil, and a tar, I want you to read that article. There's such great information in there. I definitely learned a thing or two. So make sure to do that. Links down below. So the gentleman's name goes by the name Russian Atom. He acquired the name Atom when he converted to Islam. I believe he is of a Russian ethnicity. And this whole endeavor, this whole expedition, if you will, started when he went to Thailand, met up with an oud oil distributor, and he purchased this really big piece of agarwood, and it was a piece of actual wood. He brought it to a distiller, and they told him that it wasn't all black, meaning it wasn't fit for distillation. So they chopped off the white parts of the wood, and then they went to distill it, and he barely got anything out of it, and he paid like thousands of dollars for it. And that's when he became intrigued. That's when his curiosity was piqued, and he goes, why is there this ingredient that stinks and people are paying so much money for it? I mean, if you go on his website, Feel Oud, which is this brand right here, this is the initial brand. This is the most recent one, Areej Le Dore. When he started this brand, he had this curiosity in him where, like, why are people paying such a high price tag for it? He, I guess got his nose on so many different varieties, so many different methods of extraction, so many different oud oils. I mean, Sri Lankan oud or Indian oud. And at the end, he finally understood it. It finally clicked for him. He goes, wow, this is such an amazing and magnificent ingredient. The fact that, yes, it does smell a little bit stinky. It's not an ingredient that is going to appeal to everybody's taste. It's not something that's going to garner you unsolicited compliments left and right, but it is something that's going to tickle your fancy or pique your curiosity, and it definitely did that for Russian Atom. So far that, so much so, I want to say that he started this brand called Feel Oud, and it's a website. I'm going to leave all the information down below, and it's a website that he uses to sell oud oil. There are some that have been, I think macerating for like 20 years or something like that. It's absolutely incredible. It comes in these beautiful little perfume oil bottles. And this one that he sent me, I just got to be so gentle with it because I can only imagine how expensive it is. It's called Parfum de Santal. And what I have to say is that it is one of the most amazing sandalwood-based fragrances / oils that I've ever put my nose on. It immediately transports me to the Middle East. The way that it smells, what it's able to evoke, the mindset that it puts you in. I mean, this stuff, I know I had done a video a while ago on the company Ensar Oud, and he's also, I believe he's really good friends with the perfumer, the founder of the company, so they have a camaraderie, if you will, and he owns a lot of Ensar Oud stuff, and he told me that, for some of these fragrances, a single gram is like $350, and he has some oud oils where he has a whole bottle of it, and it's like $1, if I remember reading correctly from the Fragrantica article. So they range in price. Some of them, depending on how long they're macerated, the quality of the oil, how difficult it is to source or harvest it, if it's an endangered species, if it's hard to get your hands on it, so on and so forth. So that's how this whole endeavor got started. This brand is more so for the exportation, if you will, or the selling of oud oils. And of course, this one is Santal based, and it's amazing. I mean, it smells so incredibly natural. There's nothing synthetic in this. The different varieties of oud that go into some of these fragrances, I have to just show it to you. Here's the box. It has this beautiful felt pouch on the inside. 3 fragrances. I know it doesn't seem like a lot of liquid there, but they last a long time on your skin. It's like a commitment. So if you're going to spray one of these on, expect to wear it for the next 2 days, because this stuff will last and last. And I know for some people that's, they love that. So with these little informative cards, it has the name of the company and the cool little design here on the front. And the one that I especially want to talk to you guys about is called Oud Zen. And as is indicated by the name of the fragrance, there is going to be oud wood in this. And it says in the top notes, it has rare, wild Sri Lankan agarwood oil distilled by Russian Adam personally, and Papua agarwood resin. In the heart, it has Indian agarwood oil and 20 years old Indian saffron attar. And then in the base, Indian and Indonesian sandalwood, Indian clean vetiver, tolu balsam, sweet myrrh, traces of synthetic civet and castoreum. So with the animal notes, I know for one of them, he does use real musk, but for these, it happens to be synthetic. So if you're, vegan friendly, you can definitely check this out. But anyways, I think that the blend itself is insanely good. I think that in order for him to take a note like agarwood, polish it up so well that you can smell it in there. You can smell it a mile away, but it's not so heavy that it's going to turn people off. And I think he found a way to work his magic, weave it into the tapestry, if you will, so that it gives off this accommodating smell, all the while intriguing the senses. I think it's amazing. And Adam, I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to put my nose on this. There are some times when I'm so happy to get a bottle of fragrance, whether I buy it myself or it's sent to me, and I'm just so happy to have it in my collection. With this, I'm so happy to have smelled this. It resets the calibration in my nose, and it's like, okay, now I have another point of reference that I can go off of, and it has really done that for me. So whenever I am able to expand my horizons in such a way, I owe you a lot of thanks, my good sir. So that is Oud Zen. It's woodsy, it's sweet, it's resinous, it has all of these qualities about it. I mean, it's amazing. And then the next one is called Ottoman Empire. And of course, this one has rose in it. This is rose based. It's such an incredibly well done, jammy rose. I know, gosh, I forget the brand. There's another brand that has a comparable rose based scent, but this takes it to another level. The brand that I'm thinking of is Healy. They have a really jammy rose scent. And this one, in the top, you have Jamaican pepper, you have cardamom, pure rose oil from Afghanistan, Georgia and Bulgaria, Indian rose absolute, Thai white rose, jasmine, and frangipani water freshly co-distilled by Russian Adam. So you got to appreciate the fact that this gentleman, this individual, makes all of his fragrances, not goes online, buys the oils, and then blends them together. He distills the essences of the oils himself, and then he blends them together. So again, it's just taking it to a new level. Heart infusion of frangipani flowers, over 20 years old aged saffron attar, same ingredient that is found in Oud Zen. 3 types of Indian agarwood oil, including traces of nearly 20-year-old Assam oud, clean Indian vetiver, cinnamon, and nutmeg. There's quite a lot going on in this blend, and when you smell it, it does smell densely populated. It smells so pregnant and dense and full and robust. In the base, 7-year-old Bengal sandalwood, Indian oak moss, crude amber resin oil, and sweet myrrh. And a lot of these have that balsamic quality in the base. The very last one is called Siberian Musk, and this one has real musk. And I thought it was going to smell a lot stinkier. I've smelled castoreum oil. I've smelled synthetic civet oil. Both of them are just, I would never recommend them. This one, though, there's something quite pleasant about it. Like, it is mysterious and intriguing, but it's not a turnoff. In the top, you have Italian bergamot and lime, Indian mandarin, Siberian smoky pine, freshly co-distilled hydrosol from exotic fruits and citruses. I mean, I know I'm boring you guys reading this, but honestly, there's so much going on in these fragrances, these blends, the musk, the rose, the oud, the sandalwood, the cinnamon, the saffron. I mean, they smell incredible. And this is in a completely different league. I know with a lot of fragrances, we're so used to going to TJ Maxx, buying a bottle of cologne for $5.99 or $10.99 or whatever it is, and we spray it on, and it smells synthetic, but it smells good, and it gets us a few compliments. And then we eventually get to a point in our fragrance journey where we want to see what else is out there. And I really appreciate the fact that Russian Atom has allowed me the opportunity to just increase my, I don't know, it's like constructing a building. I mean, the olfactory architecture, it's turned into a skyrise. I mean, I've gotten my nose on so much, and it leaves me befuddled and confounded that there's just so much still out there to be discovered. Thank you, Adam. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for the opportunity. And Adam, thank you so much for sending these to me. It really means a lot to me. Once again, I'm going to leave all of the information down below to where you can check it out. I think there's a lot of really great information going on over there. So definitely make sure to give it a shot. Also, please make sure you subscribe for future videos, and remember to enable notifications by clicking on that little bell. This way you never miss any of my future content. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care.